I'm Harley. Tonight on Harley's Sleepytime Cinema Selection, I watched, hold on. There we go. I watched a pretty decent horror movie. It wasn't, I wouldn't say great, but it was somewhat entertaining. It has a kind of very Japanese feel to it, to me, and I'll explain in a minute. So the movie is Truth or Dare. It came out in 2018, and it stars a ton of people because it's basically about a group of friends that go to Mexico for spring break. And while they're there, they decide to play a game of Truth or Dare and end up invoking a demon who kind of capitalizes on the game and forces the players to bear truths that they wouldn't otherwise want to tell and do dares that are life or death. Now, the reason I think of it as a Japanese style movie, it's not that it's set in Japan or that it's got Japanese actors or anything like that, but I had read once that the Japanese are very yin and yang, that they believe that there's good and evil in the world, and one can't exist without the other. So there's nothing that's purely good and there's nothing that's purely evil. In supernatural forces, you could have something that's purely good and purely evil, but there's not any way to fully eradicate evil because one can't exist without the other. So this movie kind of has that kind of feel to it, in that these people are playing to survive. They don't ever seem to think that there's a way to get rid of the demon per se, but more just a way to play until they can't play anymore, until they die, basically. But they're trying to find a way to outsmart the demon. That part I think is pretty interesting. That part I really enjoyed watching. The one character kind of work through in her mind like ways to trick a demon to be able to stay alive longer. So that was pretty interesting. It does star, let's see, Lucy Hale as Olivia, Tyler Posey as Lucas, Violet Bean as Marky, Hayden Suzzetto as Brad, Sophie Alley as Penelope, Nolan Gerard, I don't remember that, as Tyson, Sam Lerner as Roland, and he's on the Goldbergs, so it was really fun to see him play a different character, because on the Goldbergs he's kind of like meek and mild, and in this movie he was really kind of like a jock douchebag, which was kind of funny. Landon LeBaron is Carter. He is most famous, I think, for his roles on Netflix in Hemlock Grove and Frontier. It took me the longest time to place him. I kept going, was he in this? Was he in that? No, it's not that. It's got to be this. I had to IMDb him because it was driving me nuts. So it's really a pretty good movie. It's not, like I said, it's not a great movie, but I did find it somewhat interesting in a different way, just because of the different like ideologies and stuff like that kind of popped up and that it made me think of. So let me know what you think. Go watch it if you haven't already. Let me know if I'm like way off base or if you can kind of see the same things that I'm seeing. I love that kind of stuff, so I love hearing what you guys think about it. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and tell your friends to subscribe because you don't want them to be left out. And hit the notification bell so that you can be notified. I mean, that's the whole point, right? So you know when these videos come up. And then I'm also on Instagram and Xbox Live, and I do Twitch streams, so if you want to watch me play games, definitely want to look for that. And I think that's everything. So, Truth or Dare, go find it. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys!